Hello everyone, welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Chelsea fans, come on Chelsea! I have a question for you before I go into this. I actually have a very big question. I'm serious this time. Why do you want Kai Havertz? The stats are wrong. God. Alright, well, he's 21, he's worth 100 million, he has 17 goals and 9 assists. I've put it so many times that I remember it now. But why do you want Kai Havertz? I know he's an amazing player and he's a player that would be great for you. But don't you have other priorities to be focusing on? Shouldn't you be getting a new goalkeeper, a new right back, a new right center back, a new left center back, and a new left back? Oh my goodness, I've never seen that crap of a defense for a team that's supposed to be good. Even Man United have a better defense than that, and to be fair, they spent a lot of money. But today there's a little bit of a thought in my head about the whole Kai Havertz situation. It has a lot to do with Chelsea. First of all, Chelsea could probably be the Europa League. Europa League, okay? You won't be getting these are the champions. Sad thing is I actually know the lyrics. Die Meister, die Besten, oh, le grande liquid, the champions. Nah, seriously, man. Like, you could actually be in the Europa League. So, and I'm thinking to myself, well, Kai Havertz definitely wants the Champions League. Not saying Chelsea will win it next year with him, but he would want to be playing in that. Because Leverkusen in the Europa League, so there isn't really that much of a big step up, is there? And obviously the sources over the last couple of days have been saying that Kai Havertz is interested and open to Chelsea if Chelsea were able to put in an important bid in the coming weeks. I think, you know what, if Chelsea don't get Champions League, there's a bigger chance that Kai Havertz stays at Leverkusen. If Chelsea get him in the Europa League, then we can talk about the pull, man, the magnetic pull of Chelsea. But, come on, why not just wait an extra year, then go to Chelsea and still be playing in the Europa League? Maybe what's happening behind the scenes is, first of all, Leverkusen, their season is over. Havertz is on a little break. He'll be returning in a couple of weeks, actually 1 week from now, essentially coming back and playing and practicing and getting back in training for the Europa League. Leverkusen are still in the Europa League and they're actually one of the favorites technically, based off the form they're in. But for me, of course he has that. And then after that, September, the new Bundesliga season starts. Right, August, September, October. So now all of a sudden I'm thinking to myself, the transfer window shuts in October. He probably won't want to move while he's already playing for Leverkusen in the new season. So Chelsea have to get this deal done before the Europa League comes. Because if they want their player, they shouldn't try to keep him at Leverkusen longer. Because he'll just want to be like, you know what, I'm already here, Europa League, let's go. And then a new season comes. So there's such a short window from the end of Europa League to the new season. So he might just be like, you know what, I'll stay here. I think in the next few weeks, if Havertz isn't announced in a Chelsea shirt, he'll play for Leverkusen. If he plays for Leverkusen in the Europa League, he won't move. I think that's going to be the case for a lot of players. It's different for some players like Sancho because they actually don't have Europa League or even Champions League. Dortmund are some disappointing bastards, man. So they beat Inter Milan and gave Barcelona a game just for them to be clacked out of the Champions League by PSG after going 2-1 up. What a useless club. Nah, seriously, I don't know. So Kai Havertz in the next few weeks, I think 3 weeks before the Champions League, before he gets to training, maybe he just made it. At that point, he would have made his mind. The Premier League ends in 14 days, on the 26th. So we'll know if Chelsea are in Europe or not, or Europa League or Champions League. We'll know that. But for me, I'm a Leicester. Come on, Leicester. United. Ole's at the wheel. Come on, United and Leicester for 2 weeks now. I need them to start winning games, all right? Start winning every single game. Come on, United. Come on, Leicester. Come on, man. I need that to happen because if Chelsea don't get Champions League, and you won't, I don't think you will, unless Leicester just lose every game and you win one, I can't see this Chelsea team even beating anyone at this moment in time. And I'm thinking to myself, man, if y'all don't get Champions League, why would Kai Havertz downgrade? Or actually just, it wouldn't even be an upgrade. He'd just go to Chelsea just to go to Chelsea. So that would leave a big door open for him to wait in Leverkusen for an extra year, for the likes of Real Madrid and Bayern to be financially competent again. There'll be fans in the stadiums again. Teams will be making money. And I think this is a big opportunity for Bayern just because of that result from Chelsea. 3-0. Your new 3 sponsor is getting really memey right now. Because everyone... you're just making yourselves... why couldn't they just put the letters, not number, letters, 3? Like, why do it have to be the number? Because that's such an easy scoreline against you especially. You still have to play Liverpool. Liverpool aren't going to just be like, it's Chelsea. They won us the league. They helped us. Let's just help them win and get top 4 ahead of United. No, Liverpool want to slap you up to prove that they can still be competitors next year, even though they're drawing games a lot right now. Drew at Anfield. Jeez. When they were winning every single game for like over a year. So I think, you know what? Liverpool go hard on you. So will Wolves. You still have to play Wolves. You just played Sheffield and they just slapped you up. And I'm thinking to myself, man, Chelsea ain't getting no top 4. And that's amazing. You can't... I don't even think you might not even get Europe. Oh, that would be so funny because you can't do any Chelsea, man. That's crazy. Because a few weeks ago I was like, yeah, Chelsea could definitely get Champions League. Yeah. United fan was like, we'll get Champions League, mate. I was like, bro, how? Chelsea won't stop just winning, they'll lose. But they'll win all the time and you won't close the gap. Well, if United win tomorrow and Leicester win tomorrow, you're out. You're out of the top 4. Lads, I'm sorry to tell you, you're out of the top 4. And if you're out of the top 4, you don't have no game in hand. And with 3 games remaining, all of a sudden, you have to win every single one. Because Man United ain't losing no games. They can draw. Leicester City have an easier game against Bournemouth tomorrow. Say if they beat Bournemouth, right? Let's say Leicester beat Bournemouth 3-0 or something. Oh, please, Jamie Vardy, just become R9 for one game, man. Let's say Leicester beat Bournemouth. All of a sudden, I'm sorry, bro, but they're now like, 3 points ahead of 4 points actually, because, yeah, right, Chelsea would be beaten by United. Chelsea on 60 points, United on 58. United will go to 61. Bournemouth will go in 3rd, and Chelsea would be fighting for 4th with United. Leicester City are going to have a huge say. Why is my knees crying? God dang it. Why does she cry all the time? But that's my thing, man. I just think that top 4 is going to be so important in getting Kai Havertz. The same thing with Leverkusen. I was actually really hopeful they got top 4. Because if Leverkusen got Champions League, Havertz would have probably been like, you know what? I can imagine staying here because I'm playing in the Champions League again, and it's going to be amazing. But Mönchengladbach were just a better team, and so were Leipzig and Dortmund and Bayern getting that top 4. And then they're in 5th, and there's Hoffenheim in 6th. It's going to be interesting, though, what happens in the next coming weeks. I think Fabrizio Romano really highlighted the word important bid. And I was like, what does that mean? Or just seriously, what does that mean? And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Maybe that important bid needs to come in the next few weeks. And Havertz probably is still skeptical because he's like, well, they're not solidified in the Champions League. And also, players that you want will look at your defense, attackers, and be like, defenders are cool, right? They'll come in and be like, oh yeah, I want to help you. But when you're looking at an attacker, they're going to look at your defense, your existing defense, and go, man, I'll have to track back. Players would love to play Liverpool. Imagine having Virgil van Dijk. See, that's what I mean. Like, players want to play for these teams. But, Chelsea, Marcos Alonso, unless you improve your defense, obviously, in the same window, you need a whole new defense. Even a new goalkeeper. I've never seen an incompetent goalkeeper like Kepa. I was doing an analysis on Twitter. Kepa cost more than Gianluigi Buffon, Manuel Neuer, Oliver Kahn, Sepp Maier, Iker Casillas, Peter Schmeichel. So many of these legendary goalkeepers combined. He costs more, Kepa. Of course, the timing. But still, a goalkeeper can't be costing that much. More than these legendary ballers. What do you mean? Oh, jeez. It just looks so terrible for Chelsea. I don't know what you'll do. I don't know. because you have a crap defense, but your attack is looking very good. Your midfield is looking stable with N'Golo Conte, as the commentators would constantly say. So it just, overall, you have a decent team, but you don't have a complete team. The reason why I still think Kai Havertz could still come to Bayern is right now because Chelsea not only could get top 6 and being out of that top 4 for me, it's just, I think for me, why would he want to go from Europa League to Europa League? Because players do look at that. You don't think Sancho's like, dang, I want to be part of this United team. He's like, Remember when Ronaldinho was doing that? Yeah, with AC Milan in the Champions League. That's what these players are licking their lips to. Sane is licking his lips to wanting to link with Davies. You know, people who just, like, that's what I mean. Sanabria, baby. That's the next winger duo for the next decade. But, you know, these players want to be playing at a certain, you know, just level of coolness. They want your team to be cool. And Havertz could literally go to Real Madrid or Bayern. Come on. I know Chelsea are a decent club, but your biggest accomplishment is that you beat us in our own stadium. That's your only big accomplishment. It's not like you have legendary Ballon d'Or winners coming out of your club. Have you won the Champions League 3 times in a row with Franz Beckenbauer? Have you had these types of ballers? Have you had these ballers? I'm just feeling the hate. They're like, but Lampard, he's the legend of our club. I can feel the hate. I don't care. You don't have any ballers. Your history is dead. Dead ball. No, I play. Michael Weston was amazing, but there's a few. How many ballers come out of Chelsea? Like, seriously. You know, there was a lot of Chelsea fans telling me, bro, we have an amazing academy. I'm like, okay, cool. Go. And then they bought Pulisic. And then they bought Havertz. Now they're with Werner. Very confusing. So, Rudiger, too. He's supposed to be your agent. How is he going to convince Havertz that Havertz should go to Chelsea when he can't even freaking play for Chelsea correctly? He has no brain. Nah, seriously, Beckenbauer. God, man, we had Code Robin, Ribéry. Oh, my God, Code. 1 to 11, Code. We have legendary goalkeepers. Some of the greatest goalkeepers have come out of Bayern. Oliver Kahn, Seth Meyer. These types of ballers. Do you have these ballers? Do you have ballers? Have you ever been to another Champions League final apart from that one against us? Well, we were in 2 finals before you, man. And you can't look at us. You can't reach our level, man. First, try to get to our height and then start looking up, because you can't get here. And look, people expect me to be like, Chelsea can get Havertz. It would be good for. No, shut up. I don't want you to get no Kai Havertz. I don't want you to get nobody. I want you to keep Kepa Arrizabalaga and keep him, and we're fine. All right, keep him, and we are fine. I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy. You know, your new baller is Hakim Ziyech when we're out here signing Leroy Sané for around the same amount of money. Oh my God, you can't get to this level. You don't get to this level by buying. You gotta get to this level first. You gotta win like 3 more Champions Leagues. Ajax are a bigger club historically than you. Come on. All right, well, look, I respect Chelsea. I think Chelsea do amazing business swiftly. And it's something you can look at and respect. And I love the fact that they rattle a lot of Premier League fans. And that's the one thing I like about you. But thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia san mia, and peace. Yeah, what ballers does Chelsea actually have? Like Lampard, Michael Ballack craps on them any day. But he didn't even play for Bayern. He actually played a lot more for Chelsea, I think. Whatever.